The Sweet Baby Inc. controversy has taken an extremely sad turn of events. A new report claims that over 50 developers at the Game Developers Conference decided to organize a public scream and participated in such public scream for whatever reason. Before we get into this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at the Trent Report. Wrote this up over at That Park Place yesterday, and this report comes from IGN's Rebecca Valentine, who claims that this organized public scream was called GD Scream. It was organized by Scott John Seagull and Carol Shaw and took place in the middle of the Yerba Buena Gardens. Siegel informed Valentine that the purpose of the scream was to, quote, have a moment of feeling good, a moment of camaraderie, and moment of just fully acknowledging how messed up everything is and acknowledging that we're all here at this event pretending everything is fine. It can't be a constant topic of conversation, but it feels like there needs to be just one moment of just letting it out. This is truly sad. I really feel sorry for these individuals that they're having to organize a public scream to make themselves feel better while attending a game developers conference. Valentine notes that it was done in reaction to Sweet Baby Inc. and its employees attempting to cancel Brazilian gamer KabrutusRambo. Obviously, she doesn't put it that way, but that's what it is in response to. This is how Valentine put it. The scream was organized by Scott John Siegel and Carol Shaw in response to growing discontent among game developers in the face of ongoing industry mass layoffs, as well as coordinated harassment campaigns against marginalized individuals and overall fears of worsening industry conditions. Yes, it is Sweet Baby Inc. and its employees who have coordinated harassment campaigns with major media outlets such as Kotaku, such as The Verge, such as Game Developer to target a Brazilian gamer, KabrutusRambo, and his Steam curator list. But this is why these game developers are screaming in public outside the Game Developers Conference. I mean, truly sad and pathetic. These people really have their priorities in the wrong place. They seemingly are broken on a number of different levels. They are broken mentally. They are clearly broken spiritually. They really do need to find God. I will be praying for these people. I mean, it's easy to mock them and say how ridiculous and stupid and idiotic and ridiculous it is, and it is. But I mean, it also shows just how sad, broken they really are, and how they're not going to find healing in any kind of corporal form. They have to find it through Jesus Christ. But let's continue reading this here. As for why he chose to scream, this is what Siegel said. I'm always slightly screaming inside for a lot of personal reasons, but this is an industry that is built on passion. I entered the games industry in my early 20s because I loved games so much, and I found that I had this passion for building them and building experiences that brought delight to other people. It's an industry that really feeds on that passion and takes advantage of that passion, and that's broken my heart over and over again, and I just wanted to scream about it. I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than that these individuals are suffering. Another developer that remained anonymous told Valentine, I'm screaming because I was just in a really good, valuable, much appreciated GDC session that I absolutely hated, because we talked about diversity in games and we were all marginalized people and we're all looking at each other going, yeah, it sucks. For some reason, we have to do this and we cannot not do this. And I don't know how to deal with the obligation of having to do this just because I'm the person that I am. I really have no understanding of what this person is really trying to say. That is a lot of gobbledygook that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So if you know what that person's trying to say, please let me know in the comments below, because I don't understand what they're saying there. Another alleged business side employee from the video game industry said this: the industry is in an interesting spot where our fiscal needs and our creative needs are not matching up, and it's causing a lot of damage, which I think will have long-term effects on the pipeline. The individual added, also, obviously, a lot of people came together for something that isn't the usual GDC vibe. We all have a lot of tension that needs to be released. So obviously referring there, I think, to the harassment campaign run by Sweet Baby Inc. against Brazilian gamer KabrutusRambo. We did have a number of people that did go public. Robin Labuglio who is a Tender Clause gameplay programmer, also happens to be a member of the Code CWA union. This is what Robin said. The layoffs in the past couple of years have been absolutely horrible. My partner was actually laid off almost 18 months ago. It's nuts. We scream because we're angry, but we're also here because we really want people to know that you don't just have to be angry. You don't just have to feel hopeless. I think it's really, really urgent in this time that people use the leverage that we have, that we unionize, because while you have a job, you have that leverage, there's still time. And I think the last year has shown us that if we don't stand up for ourselves, they will treat us like trash. So obviously, Robin here using the Scream session as a recruiting tool for the union. And then also, though, clearly showing that that they're angry and that there also is these feelings of hopeless. So again, kind of just showing how broken a lot of these individuals are who participated in this Scream. And then you have Dara in Six Yengami. I'm probably butchered that person's name. But Dara is a 3D artist at Tender Clause and also a member of the Code CWA union. This is what Dara said. The state of the industry has been at such a low point, and screaming out our frustrations, our anger, but also channeling that into something where we together, working together as a community, we can empower ourselves to fight back and to stand up for our rights, our jobs, our livelihoods. I'm going to go out and say that having a public scream does nothing to empower you whatsoever at all. You might get a short-term emotional high from it potentially, but in the long run, it's not going to really do much at all. Again, like I said earlier, they need to accept Jesus Christ into their hearts. And that is where they will find the healing that they so desperately need. But those are my thoughts on the matter. I really will be praying for these people. I really feel sorry for them. I hope that they will indeed accept Jesus Christ into their hearts and find the healing that only He can offer, because they are truly, truly broken individuals. And I think the fact that they're participating in a public scream indicates that. And then also, obviously, we just read what they're saying here. It just screams broken, for lack of a better term there. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, but to always speak the truth.